Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at a breakout right now. Silver and gold are doing extremely well. If you've been watching this channel for any significant period of time, you know that we've been talking since 2021 that silver and gold are the best hedges to the current economic situation. And I think that's been proven here by the fact that even though the S&P 500 is extremely overvalued and has been going up more quickly than it should have, especially with all the printing of money that's happening right now and everything else. I won't even get into it right now. I'm sure you've seen some of our other videos, but if not, you should definitely check those out. But it's extremely overvalued in comparison to precious metals. Take a look right now at the price of silver. It is up over 62.7% in the 1 year. Currently at $34.96. And again, you guys have been watching this channel for a while. We've been telling you since it was at $17.50 an ounce, silver is going to do extremely well in the near future. Take a look at gold. Gold is also doing extremely well as central banks continue to pick it up. Currently at $2,762.70 per ounce of gold. That's up 918 US dollars. 49.78% over the last year. Absolutely huge, ridiculous numbers that we're looking at here. This is the breakout. This is the squeeze for silver and gold, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence, which you should. But if you're well aware, the silver to gold, the silver paper to silver ratio, which basically means, if you're not aware, the number of derivatives against silver in comparison to the actual silver available is around 400 to 1. That means that the silver squeeze is well underway. On the 1 week mark, gold is even up 3.2%, which is pretty phenomenal. And look at that chart here from 2023 and even before in 2022 when silver was under $20 an ounce. We're looking at the XCHANGE USD right here, currently sitting around 34.72 on the day, an increase of 2.8% for the week. I'd say that's a pretty healthy return. Excuse me for my delay on actually being on YouTube in an extended period of time. I haven't been on since Friday, and I usually do live streams more often, but I am traveling. I am currently in Chicago, Illinois. I will be back tomorrow, and you guys can see me discuss further in depth the silver and gold squeeze that we're currently seeing in our live stream tomorrow. But yeah, do me a favor, drop a like, share this with people, let them know what's going on here, because this is something that's quite important. A lot of people are still unaware that only 1% of people in the world actually own any precious metals, like physical precious metals. I'm not talking about SLV, ETF, or GOLD, the actual metal itself. That is what matters. There's also some really good alternatives out there. If you don't live in the United States, Dr. Marco Metzler, PhD economist and former Fitch Ratings director, has a crypto token that is 100% backed by silver and gold. I'm not sponsored by him or anything of the sort, but we are working on a potential partnership through XCHANGE to bring his crypto token called Serious Money, SIRIUS, to the United States. It's currently available in Canada, it's currently available in Europe and the rest of the world, where you can buy the crypto tokens for silver and gold through Serious Money, and then at any point, should you choose, you can actually take physical delivery of it. That's not yet available in the United States, as they're still currently working on getting it registered as a security. But we here at XCHANGE are, for the last 37 months, have been working diligently on the creation and launch of our upcoming stock and crypto broker dealer, XCHANGE. Check it out at litexchange.com. There's no E at the beginning. The link is down in the description. You guys currently have the opportunity to own XCHANGE, which has never been done before. We are the first in history to actually offer people the ability through a Reg C via the Jobs Act filing to allow retail investors such as yourself to own a stock and crypto brokerage. Remember that. This is the first time in history that that's ever happened. No other crypto or stock brokerage firm has ever used a Regulation C offering through the Jobs Act to allow retail investors to have ownership in the company. So keep in mind how this could potentially be a massive opportunity. Venture capital firms, family offices, hedge funds regularly invest in stock and crypto brokers, but we have purposely not gone to a single one for the purposes of allowing retail investors to be the first ones to own LitExChange. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a like, share this with other people. Go check out LitExChange, in which you have the opportunity to actually own the company. Look into silver and gold if you haven't already. Look into heavily shorted equities and ETFs, meme stocks, and things of the sort. They're high risk in comparison to precious metals, let's put it that way. So not every investment is the same for each individual person. However, LitExChange, this is your chance to get in on private equity, Regulation C, offering through a private placement memorandum with Regulation D for accredited investors and Regulation C for non-accredited investors. But right now, silver and gold are squeezing. The squeeze is on. And I think it's only a matter of time here before silver is $50 an ounce. It's only a matter of time before gold is $3,000 an ounce. So in my opinion, there's still significant room for upside on both of these stocks. Silver at $50 an ounce will potentially cause a massive cascade of problems for certain banks, such as Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase. That although JP Morgan may be too big to fail, Bank of America, arguably, although it is too big to fail, could face more serious consequences, as well as many, many regional banks, which are the ones that are in real danger. So do yourself a favor. Get out of big banks. JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Goldman Sachs trade 96% of all precious metal trades in dark pools. 96%. Why? Because they manipulate the price of these precious metals using these dark pools. If you're unaware of what that means, go check out some of my videos from the other day, just from last week. You will see a lot of information on market manipulation. You can go back even further in time. There's over 500 videos on this channel on a range of different equities. Again, precious metals, meme stocks, exchange traded funds, ETFs and ETP products, even bonds, an explanation in detail of how they are being heavily manipulated, how payment for order flow is used to make you think you're getting commission-free trades, but you're not. It's because your orders are going to the dark pools anyway. They're front market makers and broker dealers and family offices and hedge funds are front running your trades every single day. And 96% of precious metal derivatives are traded in dark pools by these big banks, by the top 4 banks in the world. 96%. Think of how big that is. That means only 3%, around 3.5% of actual price discovery is occurring. What you're seeing here is a forced squeeze. These guys don't want these at $35 and $2,800 an ounce. The banks don't want that to happen. But it's to the point where they can no longer hold back the demand due to the large number of central banks that are buying and the massive overvaluation of the paper market. Because 400-to-1 paper to silver ratio and a similar thing with gold is astronomical. And that's only what we know of. We don't know of all the bad bets made in these derivatives and ISDA contracts and swaps and futures contracts, etc. And that's the same thing that's happening with the short interest that's being withheld and being hidden from people on stocks like GameStop and AMC stock and COS and many others of the like. I'd like to address one more thing. Some people seem to be unaware of the fact that if AMC had not done a reverse split last year, that they would have gone bankrupt. And that's exactly what happened. AMC did not have sufficient cash in order to pay their bills at the end of 2022 due to a writer's strike and other issues that had occurred, and the many, many months that they spent without any revenue or profit due to the C-19 scamdemic and therefore they have now paid off over $2 billion in debt, now have under $4.5 billion in debt, have extended all of their debenture notes through 2029 and 2030, the end of this decade, which is obviously a long time, and they've received exceptionally good prices, interest rates and prices on their exchanges of shares in order to reduce their debt. In addition, at $5.66 per share of AMC, market makers are preventing AMC from hitting that, specifically because when that occurs, then AMC will immediately be able to pay off over $400 million of additional debt without having to spend a dime in cash, because there are convertible notes attached to some of the debt that is currently owed, that it was recently refinanced at exceptionally good rates. There are over 100 different financiers in the refinance of AMC's $4.5 billion debt. Why? Because they understand that a 103-year-old company that was able to withstand, survive, and is now thriving after a scamdemic that prevented them from operating and creating revenue and generating profits for many, many months, is going to continue to do better and increase their bottom line and their profits. But I will say this one more time for those of you that are unaware. Had it not been specifically for the reverse split on AMC, it would look much like Metamaterials, MMAT. It would look much like BBYQ, right? BBYQ. It would look much like Radio Shack or Blockbuster or Toys R Us. The reason that they succeeded was because they did a reverse split. So I believe that a lot of people here owe CEO Adam Aron and the board of directors a thank you for having saved their investment from going to zero. Because now a lot of people, including myself, have the incredible opportunity to dollar cost average down on their investment of AMC stock. That means that the price would have to go up less for people to profit if they're able to dollar cost average down. That's called DAC. DAC is a very popular investment technique used by some of the best traders in the entire world, including large institutions. Anyways, you need to keep an eye on silver up 49% over the 1 year. Gold 49% over the 1 year, and silver up 62.76%. And again, if you've been watching this channel for a period of time, you would know that I, including other people here, have said that although gold will reach a higher all-time high because it is so much more expensive, silver will be the one that wins in the game of percentages. Silver will increase more in a percentage basis than gold, in my honest opinion. And again, that's just my opinion, and it's not financial advice. You should do your own. But that's exactly what I see happening, and that's exactly what I called for 2.5 years ago, and that's exactly what has happened over the last 24 months, 36 months, etc. So I'm very excited to see that, and this is the precursor to much more. A silver and gold squeeze has to occur before other dominoes in these overvalued markets topple, whether that be incredibly expensive AI stocks tumbling, blue chip stocks that are overvalued many, many times over their EPS, or heavily shorted equities that have yet to achieve proper price discovery due to market manipulation. Silver and gold must come first, and that is just happening right now. Look at it. Look it up for yourself. See, I'm not sure if I can't exactly. Oh, my friends, I can briefly see you guys there. I can't see your messages very well, although I'm trying. I'll get that Robinhood garbage off my screen. Thank you very much. So unfortunately, I can't see your messages at this time, but I will answer your messages down in the chat. Why don't you guys go ahead and drop it down there? If you got any questions, put it in the chat, put it down in the comments. I will answer all of your questions down in the comments as soon as this video is over. Cheers, my friends. WGBSFR. If you know, you know. Have a great